How does that not make sense to you guys? I get it.
How does it not make sense that you step harder than everybody else? Well, yeah, I guess, weight.
Not
gravity.
everyone. I'm saying, like, I have a harder step.
Yeah,
I
you
press
Shaq,
down harder.
Momoa.
Yeah. Carmelo.
Big steps. Are you kidding me? The mailman? Dude was trotting down the blocks.
We need to have an intervention, Ted. Your
Here we go.
Your inability to express your thoughts via group text is outrageous, and it's affecting everyone around you.
Not even group text, one-on-one text.
It's
Just
not that bad.
Text in general.
I just say it first thing that comes to my mind. I don't really think it over.
No.
After I sent that, I was like, oh, shit. I should have said.
You tried to play it off like, nah, I was just joking, but you clearly weren't. Teddy Hicks, he's like, you guys want to record now. We're supposed to record at 6. Teddy wanted to do it a little earlier. All right, no problem. He asked me, I say at 5:30 would work better for me. Teddy says, give me 15. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, he's trying to bargain with me here. 5:15? He's playing hardball. Okay. Before he can even respond, he says 5:45.
He pushed it back. He went closer to 6.
No one
did.
No one said anything for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're trying to say.
After I sent it, I said, oh, I got to finish something quick. Like, I shouldn't have sent. You want to go earlier?
Well, the other day, too, a couple Sundays ago, when I asked you if you wanted to go bowling at 5, and you said, hold on, let me see if I have anything on the schedule. 3 hours later, I'm out. So I'm assuming that means he can't go. So I'm like, all right, whatever. 2 hours later, around 3 o'clock. Yeah, what are you doing today around 5? Oh, wait, never mind. So I don't know what went through your head with that. Is that you realized that
You were going bowling?
I wasn't going bowling, though, because you said
That's
that
why I said, wait, never mind.
So you wanted to go bowling?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that?
Never answered me.
I would have went bowling. I was
Did
so
you ever
bored
answer me?
that day. I had nothing to do the whole day. I had no work. I was chillaxing.
Did you answer me?
Yeah, I said chilling. What are you doing? And you said never mind.
Honestly,
you kidding me?
I don't remember.
You want to go bowling tonight?
Honestly, yeah.
I'm serious. After the pod.
I'll go.
All right.
I got my bowl in my car.
I'm wearing slippers.
You get shoes there.
You want to do one
I
lane
don't have
or
socks on.
There's socks here.
all white, no
Sorry.
socks, cocaine?
I'm on I was mentioned in a Twitter moment for Game of Thrones, and my phone's kind of blowing up.
With what?
No, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, you can't silence iPhones?
No, I just silenced
weird.
it. I just silenced it now.
R.I.P. Steve Jobs. He'd be
Yeah.
disappointed. He got silenced. I'm keeping that in. I don't give a fuck. I'm not cutting anything this podcast. This is all raw, no
Nice.
edited. Yeah,
Raw
you
dog-
like that?
raw
Yeah.
dog shit?
No
Let's get
condoms
it.
today, boy.
Just start the fucking show.
That was mean. That was aggressive.
You ruin every cold opening we had. That's good.
No, it's part of the cold opening, though.
His?
Yeah, that he
Breaking
doesn't
it
like
up.
the cold opening. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Try to keep up, Ted. You've been gone for a couple of weeks, but come
1
on.
week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hasn't been 3 weeks since I recorded.
No, it definitely has.
No, it's been 2 weeks.
No, it's been 3 because last week was Nash. The week before was Marissa.
Oh, it has been 3
Oh,
weeks.
no, we did.
Yeah, so we haven't seen you in 3 weeks.
No, we did 2 last week. So Ted's right.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah.
Is he right?
Yeah.
What is he right about? Because I don't know what we're talking
Something
about.
It's only
so
been- I've missed
insignificant
1
that
week.
it doesn't matter.
I only missed 1 week. You guys dropped 2 in 1 week.
We did do that.
So it feels like it's
3 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. You're holding out the XLR wire, and I'm thinking, is one of the mics not plugged in? I am Bo Oliver. Just
Blue.
normal Bo Oliver what?
Can you start saying Bo Oliver Blue?
Bo Oliver Blue.
I like
Bob.
that.
It was going to be B.O. That doesn't really work. But Bob is the rapper.
Yeah.
So
He's been gone for a while though.
he hasn't dropped any heat. If he drops some heat, then I'll change it up. But for now, I'm Bob. I'm
Alright.
B.O.B. And I'm joined today by T-E-D-D-Y,
Mhm.
Teddy.
Yep.
And Aaron.
All right.
Not sure how you spell your name.
A
Aaron.
double A in the night.
Can you do Aaron with the I?
Aaron.
Aaron.
That's Aaron.
Yeah, that's Aaron.
It's just Aaron. I'm sure you guys know
I just
that.
want to be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We've got Game of Thrones pictures. We've got the Avengers TV spot. We've got the Super Bowl. And we've got the Liberty Bell in studio here today. Rom's cracked like the Liberty Bell. And we've got the worst Super Bowl probably in our lifetimes.
Wasn't the worst.
It was bad. Well, it's good for if you're a Pats fan. The team that you were rooting for won, so it's always going to be good.
It was unentertaining. I'll give you that.
But even if you're so invested in it because you want them to win,
Yeah.
was it entertaining for you in the moment? And then after the fact, you realize that was a terrible game?
Oh no! During the game, I was like,
Yeah.
"This is dreadful to watch." But honestly, I'll take it. It was nice watching the defense play great. Best game they played all year.
Don't you think it's the one sport when defense dominates, it's just not entertaining? In other sports, 1-0 baseball game, pitcher's duel, that's fascinating
great.
to
I love
watch.
watching
Yeah.
that.
77 to 89 basketball game, low scoring.
There's an Islanders game last week where there's no goals and the only point was in the shootout, and it was the most entertaining game I've watched all year. Football with defense, it's great, but when it's not your team, you don't have a dog in the fight, then it's kind of...
It's very boring.
Like I would watch the Jets fucking dominate all day on defense if they ever did do that. But
I would like to see that.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Or in 09, 2010, but...
Back-to-back AFC championship games.
I don't talk about that enough.
No, you don't.
I got to start bringing that
brought
back.
it up in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well, how long until that can't be talked about anymore? Like 10 years? Then that's like irrelevant.
Oh, for the Jet fans? No. That's. Are you kidding me?
Until we win a Super Bowl. Or at least get to one.
I still talk about the 54-win Knicks. Are you kidding me? Second round, 6 games against the Pacers.
Well, what year was it when the Knicks lost to the Celtics? When J.R. Smith had that foul call and got knocked out of one of the games, I think?
No, that was the same year.
Oh,
we beat the Celtics in 6 games. We went up 3-0, then they won 2 in a row, and it looked like we were about to...
Oh, that was round 1?
Yeah, that was round 1. Celtics were... That was towards the end of the dynasty.
Was that the Pacers team with, what's his name?
Roy Hibbert?
Roy Hibbert, yeah.
Yeah. Guy who couldn't grab a fucking rebound. Yeah, but the Super Bowl, it's when defense is dominating in football, it loses all the aesthetic of the game.
No. There's a difference between good defense, where you're actually making plays, sacking the quarterback, getting interceptions, making big hits, forcing fumbles, and then there's defense where you play defense so well, but all that results is incomplete passes and 2-yard runs or runs stopped at the line of scrimmage and a bunch of punts. It wasn't an entertaining brand of defense, but
Yeah, and the most entertaining brand of defense to me is still not very
None.
entertaining. Right, yeah. So, I mean, with the Super Bowl, especially with the Rams coming into this game being such an offensive juggernaut, that's disappointing. Goff looked nervous.
Well, the Patriots played zone all game.
Yeah.
And that's where I think I read a stat that Goff's 12 of his 13 picks were in zone defense this year.
Okay.
And they played zone all game.
Well,
so
I guess
Goff was a bundle of nerves, dude. It's scary to think that, as a Pats fan, if the Rams played a halfway decent game, they could have won the game.
Right. Well, that didn't happen.
No.
But still, with the Patriots, to have 6 Super Bowls in a 20-year span, it's insane. I mean, Brady's the GOAT, right?
Oh.
Unquestionable. All right, so let's get to some movie news. I guess we'll start. What do you guys want to start with, Game of Thrones or Avengers?
Avengers?
Did you see the TV spot?
Yeah.
I was in a party and nobody responded to it. Everybody just kept talking, and I looked around and I was like,
Did anyone see this?
I was like, I don't think these people know what's happening right now.
Yeah. I had to watch it. I had to watch it on Twitter in the bathroom because I couldn't hear.
I can imagine how mad you were getting telling everybody to shut up. Were you at a party?
Yeah, but the audio was low to begin with, and people were talking. It was just a mess. So
Yeah, I had to watch it later.
it was.
Like I knew it was on, but I didn't want to pay any mind to it just because I knew I wasn't going to be able to watch it.
Right. And before we get into that, nerdsoup4u@gmail.com. Questions, Nerdsoup on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify. Yeah, you missed that, Ted. We're on Spotify now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Really?
I wouldn't lie.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, actually, no. You say when we go on Spotify, you'll say it.
I
said it.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. But yeah, that trailer, I think my favorite part of the whole thing, I mean, just the whole look of the trailer, the fog in the air, the blue hues for the color palettes. It feels like a post-apocalyptic world.
Mm-hmm. What it looks like.
Yeah, right. And that people are going to support groups. Captain America was in a support group, right?
I thought that was maybe just like a hangout for him. Like that's where they're going.
That's where he meets up with all his old war buddies.
You know, it was funny because I actually heard. I think the Russos released a statement. The Mets are actually playing a game that day. That's just that was just the turnout.
I was. The Mets aren't good.
No, that's the joke.
And they get no turnout.
Yeah, that's part of the joke too.
That confused me when I first saw it.
You gotta go Yankee Stadium. What
Yeah.
the hell are they doing?
I don't
Actually,
know.
no, because Yankee Stadium is just Yankee Stadium. City Field, you have the sponsorship, so they're getting some cash from that.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's a good look for City Field. Yeah, I mean, just the overall look at the trailer and that moment with Captain America where he's kind of just moving around his jaw. You could see that he's fuming. But there were so many great shots throughout the whole trailer. Seeing Rocket with the Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Nebula with Tony Stark, the Odd Couples.
Them welding shit. Ooh. I don't know why that got me so excited.
The
Trying
Cap
to
getting
see what
his
they're
his
cooking
shield
up.
back?
Yeah.
Cap getting the shield back?
It's cool. A lot of people are breaking it down. There's a scene when they're all walking in Avengers the facility, and then there's a scene when they're on a grass field, and it looks like there's a spot missing where just it doesn't look right.
Right, yeah. Somebody said it's Drax because you can't see him when he moves.
Oh, those jokes are the worst. You made one today about Arya.
Arya Cena.
Wasn't a fan.
I wonder who that could be, though.
Probably Captain Marvel.
Right, well, they're all looking up, so somebody mentioned that they might be looking up at Captain Marvel, but yeah.
From where he or she came from? Looking up to see like where maybe it was a portal or something?
Yeah, that's her grand entrance in the
Or
middle
it could
of the
be
night.
it could be Tony landing with Nebula, and they're all just chilling there.
Well, they said in the marketing, too, that we're only going to see the first 20 minutes of the movie, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a trailer out, and it's called Infinity War. So pretty much just watch that to get hyped. They don't need anything more than what they've given us so far. And I think that's the way they should handle it, because I don't want to see anything past the first 20 minutes. And it looks like some time has passed, right? I don't think they made these posters and set up these support groups overnight.
Yeah, I hope it's a year, because we know that things are probably going to somewhat go back to normal, but just to see how the world is dealing with this major apocalyptic event.
You never really see that either with war movies or hero movies. There's always a good guy winning. So you never really see what life is like after the bad guy wins.
They kind of played with that a little bit after the, what do they call it? In the first Avengers, when Loki attacks New York City. They played with that with different things, especially in the Marvel TV. Yeah, Teddy, put on vibrate. We already had this discussion. Especially with the Marvel Netflix shows and Spider-Man Homecoming, too. That's how Vulture gets his start.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So, but not to the extent of this, right?
It looked like Thor is either on Wakanda in that one shot, or he's on Thanos' planet.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like Rocket when he kicks open the door that he was on Thanos' planet. But a lot of people have been theorizing that Rocket is going to be the one who saves Tony Stark and Nebula, because he's going to have a tracker on that ship. He's going to know how to get there. And I think the message that Nebula sent to the Guardians probably went to Rocket as well, so he would know.
Wait, could that person in the ground be Thor coming from Wakanda?
The invisible spot?
Yeah.
No, Thor's in the trailer.
Yeah, he's in the trailer. He's shown.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the invisible spot would be somebody that we don't know of yet.
I was thinking maybe that scene was before Thor got there.
Well, they were saying Captain Marvel, right? Yeah, and we know that she's going to be in the movie. But how about the runtime?
One.
3 hours.
Did you say Post Malone?
No, I said that'd be more plausible.
Oh, I thought you said it might be Post Malone.
That would be fuck.
He looks like.
I would understand why they would blank that out. That's a moment I want to see in theaters.
Say 3 hour runtime.
3 hour runtime is what they're saying.
That's
They're
what I
still
want.
working on the movie. Me too.
That's exactly what I want.
I don't think it's long
I
enough.
wish the first one was that. Was
I
like that.
saw two that, well, Film Clickbait quote tweeted it. It's something that a rumor stating that there would be intermission during the movie. But they responded, one tweet with no source suggested Marvel might do an intermission.
I don't like that. I don't want an intermission.
Oh, I always am for an intermission.
I hate intermissions.
I love it so much.
I'm comfortable. I don't want to get up.
Yeah, I'm in the movie. We saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, and they did an intermission just dead in the middle of the movie. And everybody in the theater just looked around like, what are we supposed to do?
Now what?
Get up, stretch your legs, refill your drink, go to the bathroom. There's endless possibilities.
Yeah, but I'm in the movie.
Yeah,
They
but do
just
you really
took-
want to do that?
They took everybody out of the movie. I was with Cam, my cousin Cam. It was the first time he ever saw it, and he was completely taken out of it because it just stopped.
It feels like it's over, kind of.
You don't watch a movie at home and pause it to go to the bathroom or something?
Yeah, but that's different. It's on my own time.
Yeah.
The theater is when you're in the theater. It's you got to give me the movie, then I got to get out of here.
True. But yeah, I guess similar to this story, Captain Marvel. Did you guys see the clip they released? The train fight sequence. That was out there. It wasn't the greatest, but I can't stand people, man. Everyone's just already judging. Like they were judging before, but after this clip happened, and it wasn't like the greatest clip in the world, but the movie's fucking what, 2 hours plus, and they're already gonna say, "Oh, this movie looks terrible" from a 30-second clip.
It doesn't look terrible, but I'm not as excited for it as I am for Endgame, which makes sense. But my excitement level has gone down as they release more trailers and more marketing.
I think the
Is it
trailers
'cause it
have gotten
feels-
better.
Still the best trailer so far. It looks like I've seen this movie before so many times within the MCU specifically. And they sold this movie at the end of Infinity War that she's going to play some sort of role in defeating Thanos. I just hope they're really tying it in to Endgame, that it's essential.
Yeah, but you have like the DC fan pages and people on Twitter just going absolutely like, look, I told you this movie was going to be boring. It's a fucking 30-second
Well, those
clip.
people, you can come out with The Godfather.
The worst
and
Marvel
form.
film is better than the DC film.
Ooh, Teddy. Damn.
DCEU?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a conversation. But I don't think
No, that's not true at all.
I don't think Thor 2 is better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's better than probably. And I would say even Batman vs. Superman's better than the first two Thors.
You would say that.
What? The first two Thors stink.
The first Thor
easy.
is... First of all, Batman v Superman is literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen in a theater. Just because it's Batman and Superman doesn't mean it's a good movie. I mean, we've had this argument many times, but you keep bringing it up and I keep letting it slide. But it comes to a point where you disrespect Thor 1.
Oh, all of a sudden you're
I'm
a big
Thor
fucking
1 guy.
Thor 1 guy, huh?
I'm a big Thor 1 guy. Thor 2 is
Now
bad.
there's two of them.
Batman v Superman, I'll give you that over Thor 2, but not Thor 1.
Just some of these, it pisses me off. I don't know why I continually search them, but it's like, I saw one, it's like, it's Taika Waititi does not want to direct Guardians 3. And you're like, oh, you used all the shitty jokes in Ragnarok. It's like, all right, Ragnarok is literally better than every fucking DCEU movie, so get the fuck out of here. And they're trashing Crimes Marvel before it even came out. Just wait for it to come out, and then you can judge it then. But
that is my least favorite fan base of all of them. The hardcore DCEU fans. They are the worst. And there's one count in particular, and I won't name him, but I think you know who it is.
I think that's the one I read the tweet from.
He is...
He's
how do you
absolute
live your
worst.
life like that?
I have no idea.
But it's not even that. He's tweeting and talking about these things all day. Don't you have other interests? Like, don't you like waffles? Don't you... Go out, man. See the world.
Yeah, we got that, and it didn't look awesome. The color grading is a little. I think that's
an MCU problem.
I think that's intentional. Yeah, they've been doing that, but I think that's intentional though to make the space stuff really pop. So that could be, and maybe to set the time period. I don't know what they're thinking, but I don't know.
That's one thing about Endgame, the cinematography. That's one thing the DCEU has always done better. Cinematography. The looks of their film, the aesthetics are much more pleasing. Somebody described it. It was that one video essay that the MCU looks like wet concrete. Kinda. Endgame looks beautiful. And Infinity War, the visual effects, I think they were nominated for the Oscar as well. So
speaking of Oscars and visual effects, that's probably won't be one that they'll be presenting on live TV. They're I don't know, a little uproar, and I got on board on that on Twitter. It's ridiculous, man. I think we talked about this before, but I think it's confirmed now that they're going to be presenting some of the awards during commercial, I believe. The more of the technical awards, which...
Are they going to give like a rundown when they get back from commercial or something? Or?
I guess to probably be like, oh, and something winner or whatever, visual effects or...
Disrespect.
It is very disrespectful. And they're trying...
Dip one.
I said this on Twitter. They're trying to cater to an audience that's not going to care or watch the Oscars. I think I forgot her name. What's her name? I don't know. She's on Twitter too, and she tweeted, but she basically said the same thing. Like, make it for the film fans that want it to be 4 hours long. Fucking try to please your audience, and don't try to grab people who don't really care.
If you didn't watch the Oscars now, before, you're not going to watch it now.
So the people who aren't going to watch, and the people who
no matter how short or long it is,
and people who watch just for the event and like are enamored with Hollywood and all the celebrities and all that kind of stuff. I think they'll still watch. They're not going to turn to like. They're still going to tune in for the main awards. They're not going to be like, oh, I don't care about this guy who won visual effects. I'm going to change the channel and never put it back on again. I don't think it takes away that much. It's not. And there's different ways to speed up the show. So, I don't know. Just my 2 cents on that.
It's become a reality TV show, and they're, like you said, they're trying to appeal to people that don't even care about these movies that were made, instead of honoring the people that actually made these movies. So it's unfortunate.
Like, I guess the majority of people that aren't really into film and go actively support the industry, they probably seen what? Bohemian Rhapsody and A Star is Born, Black Panther?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's why I feel like
you're the fucking problem, Ted.
I think I am.
They really did go mainstream this year with specifically those 3 nominees. And I think A Star is Born probably should have been the most mainstream film to be nominated.
Oh, it's full mainstream.
And like I said with Black Panther, flip a coin. If it gets nominated, great. If it doesn't, I don't really mind either way. But Bohemian Rhapsody,
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
still to this day, and even Vice is not as mainstream. I'm not sure how much money it's made, but there are a couple films that more of the casual fan has seen, and they're not doing any host, right?
No,
Because they're so
that
close.
speeds it up a little, right? And they're
I
taking
really want to
away.
know how they're going to do
They're
it.
taking away some of the performances. For
Who's
the,
gonna talk, though?
Best song. They
Is
have a
this
lot
the guy
of
in the background that talks.
They have a lot of Avengers actors. I think they're going to try to tie something in there. We won't nominate you, but we'll.
Yeah, we know you're popular. I love the Seth MacFarlane joke when he brought out some of the Avengers actors. These next 4 actors are from the highest grossing movie of 2012. That shows why it's been nominated for so many awards.
And honestly, the whole thing with like the
I wish he could
popular movie.
host it again.
He was good.
Remember that the popular movie
best,
nominee.
best achievement in popular filmmaking. The
Would you-
unplug the controller and give it to your little brother award.
Yeah,
You're playing too.
I would. I would support them putting that category in to draw more viewers if they kept everything else in. You know, it's kind of like the CBA where the players and the league officials they
little give or take.
You know, we'll give you this, you got to give us that. I would be in favor of that, but I would just rather them just do what they've been doing.
I will take the
24.
best Dwayne Rock Johnson movie award, where he gets an Oscar every year.
Yes.
Yes,
And it's which of the 4 movies that he made this year are the best.
I got
and the
award
problem,
for that one.
and the main problem with the Oscars, it's what it's always been. No one watches these movies, or
Or the Oscars.
the problem that's been for the what am I trying to say? The problem that's been recently. No one goes out and sees these movies. So
It's funny too because you look at the 2003 Oscars. Return of the King swept everything, and that was the highest grossing movie of that year. It's like 900 million worldwide. They had no hesitation nominating that. They didn't have hesitation nominating Avatar. So why are they going in the opposite direction where they're afraid to nominate certain mainstream movies?
here's the I got a
Especially
genius.
sci-fi spectacles. These usually always get nominated throughout the history of filmmaking. Star Wars, the first Star Wars was nominated.
Is it because they think that maybe these spots would be take up spots for different movies that should be nominated for it? Like,
Yeah, but you can say that, but then they have the 10 slots and they never fill them. So
All right, I'm going to make this a
what
preemptive
they should do is just fill the 10 slots.
patent.
Just fill.
you'd think they'd do that.
I'm patenting this next idea. All right, so no one can steal it. That's how patents work, right?
Yeah, no,
the first thing I
seriously,
try and do.
Right.
Okay.
No, you have to write it down in the notes section of your iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
that's law binding.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Hold on.
You don't wanna
Just in
forget it.
case people try to pull a fast one. Hey Siri, what's today's date?
It's Wednesday, February 6th, 2019.
You would have it on Australian.
What time is it?
It's 6:14 p.m.
All right. This is now a legally binding statement that no one could steal.
It's not in your notes though.
I verbal noted it.
All right,
Hold on, I got my lawyer on Skype.
I'll take you to court.
Go
for that.
ahead.
See you in court, mister. Netflix and these studios should come to an arrangement. A month before the Oscars, they should stream every Best Picture nominee. And they'll pay a premium, whatever it is, and just have it readily available to the viewing public, everyone that has a Netflix account, just so people can see these movies. And not only will more people view your film, more people will tune into the Oscars.
More people will get Netflix.
Yeah, well, I think a million people, not a million, probably more. A bunch of people already have Netflix. It's insanely popular, and it's
You know what I'm
just an
saying?
easier way to
Netflix
get.
will get more money too.
Yeah, I'm not saying release it there. I mean, have your theatrical run in December, and then when's the Oscars? The 2 weeks from now. So maybe last week of January or the first week of February. Put them on
Netflix should
streaming.
have them pay. Make them pay. You pay $15, you can go watch all these movies. They're nominated.
Netflix just pays for it. I'm sure people will come over and they'll make their money back, and people just stream it right on their TV or phone.
If you tell me right now, if Netflix came out with something that said pay like $25 to $30 or like even $40 a month, you can watch the movies that are out in the movie theaters right now.
Well, yeah, they have that on AMC. There's but it's fucking all day. It's a whole I think it's split into two, and some of them even have the 24-hour one where they just fucking screen every Oscar-nominated Best Picture back to back to back to back. It's only like a $30 ticket, I think, for the half day, but that's ridiculous. I'm not sitting there for 8 hours. But if you have it right on your TV, readily available, why not?
Well, the main reason why I don't.
That's
go
a
to
great
movies
idea.
lot-
That's what they should do.
Yeah, it's the traveling is why.
So I know you're
don't see more
listening,
movies.
Netflix and Hollywood.
What we really need to do is cut out the middleman entirely. No more movie theaters. everything on Netflix.
Yeah, seriously.
There's no
Come
more
on.
going to the movies.
I love the movies.
Everything comes instantly to your TV. Save all the money that you spend buying a ticket at the movie and get yourself like a 75-inch 4K TV. Get some nice surround sound
Facts.
speakers. I'll come to your house. I'll hook it up. Nice 7-1, 5-1, depending on the
Nice
size
chairs.
of the room. Nice comfy recliner chairs. Why are people still going to the movie? It's not like back in the 50s when they would, bring out the circus and have people juggling and you get 2 cartoons.
Well, it's not like
Intermission.
even less back in the day where you bring a date, you go out to the movies. Well, you don't see that happening anymore.
Yeah, you don't bring a date to the movies anymore. I'd go by myself. I have to rub myself off. Just kidding.
No editing.
No editing.
I feel like you guys are kind of glossing over. I just made us like $1 billion.
It's not gonna. Yeah, it's a good idea, but it's not gonna happen.
Wait. People are gonna. How do you make money off of that though? You would have to just take a position at Netflix. That's how you make money from it.
Well, no, what he would do.
No,
is
I get a
just
percentage. They make their deal. I
He
take 10%.
emails
Nobody's
Netflix.
gonna give you a
No.
percentage.
He
I-
emails
I
Netflix.
patented it.
Yeah, exactly. He patents it.
I don't know
Thanks,
about
Teddy.
that sounds like a palpable idea.
I tried doing it
with.
I tried doing it with Apple. I emailed Apple and said I had an idea for the iPhone.
What was the idea?
It was like, let's say you're going in the shower. It's like an away message. It's like an automatic response.
They have that.
Yeah.
That's the worst when you have an idea, but it's already someone beat you to the punch.
Yeah.
Like I had an idea. This was
I
actually.
think I answered back. Okay.
This was actually. This was not in a.
Cool.
It was your automatic
Cool
response. You were in the shower.
This actually blew my fucking mind. I had an idea. I don't know why, but I was gonna repurpose. Not actually do it, but it was just a funny idea I had in my head. It was. I think it was "The Star Is Born" instead of the "Shallow" song. I was gonna repurpose it, and it was gonna be about how you have nothing to watch on TV, so you're stuck watching Shallow Hal instead of stuck in the Shallow Now. And I shit you not, I turned on a fucking podcast, Lights Camera Pod, and this guy Trill Ballins fucking said it like a week later on the fucking podcast. I don't know if they have my phone bugged or something. I think they're trying to get the inside scoop, but he said the same exact thing. A little different, but it was basically Shallow Hal as Shallow. And I was actually kind of honored because he's pretty funny, so I figured, hey, I can't be that bad.
Right. Well, you should just make that video and then say you never heard that podcast.
But now it's
never
too
heard of
late.
them. It's too late now.
Yeah, follow him on Twitter. So they could either erase all evidence.
I've DM'd them asking for a job.
So yeah,
You gotta unfollow him, block him.
so if I would have
Unfollow
patented
who follows him.
now, if I would have been smart like I am now and patented it live on the podcast, then I could have probably want to make $1 billion, but probably
Easily,
like a $20 gift card.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, Target maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on where you like to shop. What do we have next year? The hell are we talking about?
Game of
Game of
Thrones
Thrones.
picture
Game of Thrones season 5,
pictures.
episode 8. That's coming. Yeah, we got some Game of Thrones season 8 set photos. Not really set photos, but more like official images.
Yeah, they're stills, I believe.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
nice
from
stills.
season like 7.
Right. Those could be season 7.
No, they're definitely season 8.
You know what's fascinating about this cast is that they don't age. When you watch season 1, I mean, some of the characters, obviously, Jon Snow's got a baby face, so does Daenerys, but they don't look that much older if they're not Bran, Sansa, or Arya. All of the adult actors kind of look the same age. It's
Weird.
very...
When I saw Brands, I was like, oh, wow, you got old.
Bran looks much older, definitely.
From season 1, I started watching season 1.
Yeah, well, Bran's a little baby in season
yeah,
1,
my
so is
God.
Arya. But yeah, some of these still images, I think obviously my favorite was the one of Jaime, because Jaime's my guy, my favorite character.
Someone
that-
pointed out like he
That
lost all like
sardonic grin? Ooh.
yeah.
Devos.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out Jaime's armor. It's it's not a traditional Lannister.
Just some utilitarian
Yeah, just some
ass-kicking
northern
armor.
like. I'm tired of this shit.
little
Wow, yeah.
little gruff on his chin.
Like he's a knight somewhere. Like, is that really...
Look like a hedge knight.
Yeah, seriously. That was obviously my favorite image, and I'm so curious as to what Cersei is going to do.
Fuck shit up.
That's interesting.
Stunting everyone.
Yeah, she's stunting on this picture right now.
Oh yeah, she looks like somebody that like dressed up for Halloween at work and nobody else dressed up. I don't know what her role is going to be in season 8. I'm perplexed.
What, you think, like, she's not going to help?
She's just kind of like being annoying at this point. Like, I got the Golden Company now. You guys want to fight? Huh? You guys want to fight for the throne? No, we're not doing that anymore, Cersei. I don't know how far she makes it in season 8.
I don't know.
I think she goes all the way.
I think she said she was one of the first main characters to stop filming.
Oh, Never mind.
I'm going to say right now that she's not in the finale.
I think she'll make it to the finale. I think she'll probably. Yeah, it is tough, especially without a trailer. There's no really hints to where it's going. I have my predictions, but I think she'll find her way toward Jamie because she has to. I think Jamie will end up killing her, so they're gonna have to meet again somehow or some way. Whether that's them having to retreat back from Winterfell all the way back down to King's Landing, or Cersei coming back up with her army and whatever to join them, quote unquote, because she's definitely playing her own game. She's doing something. She's trying to backstab somebody. When Armageddon's coming, she's trying to fucking get over on everyone else. It's amazing.
She's trying to get over on the guy that's doing the Armageddon.
They literally
She's gonna try to get one past the fucking Night King. I bet. She's gonna try to like, yeah. She's gonna.
They showed her the face of death and she didn't blink. She was like, what do I have to do now? Just hire the Golden Company because we're still fighting for the Iron Throne, right? No, we're not doing that, Cersei.
No, the fight's on pause.
Yeah,
we
that's
need to beat
over.
this guy first.
Right.
So, yeah, we all need to
Yeah, but after.
We all need to join together and take out the Night King. Okay, so you guys are gonna go up there.
You do that.
I'm just gonna continue.
I'll stay here.
We'll figure it out
queen.
down here.
I don't need the North.
I'm sure you guys do a great job, and none of you will die during the process.
But if you survive, you're my loyal subjects.
Yeah.
So,
Do you
Your
think
army's gonna be depleted, and I'm gonna be fucking feet up drinking a rosé in King's Landing, even though it's snowing, but it's a light snow.
yeah, right.
is anyone going to die in the fight, you think?
White wine in the winter. Is anybody going to die in the fight?
Yeah.
I just want for one time, and I know Game of Thrones does the whole, anyone can die at any moment, but it's always something leading up to it. I just want the battle to start and like fucking
A completely random death.
Yeah.
Like Jamie
just
just
a fucking
that.
arrow coming in
Yeah.
and killing someone like a supporting character, like real war. You watch like a Hacksaw Ridge, and they all fucking storm the fucking ridge, whatever it's called, and they're just getting taken out left and right. But the main, Andrew Garfield, even though it's a true story, we know that, but his character, for the most part, he does pretty well. I just
think
want
that's why
John to come over the fucking wall and just take a fucking arrow in the forehead.
I think that's why
Leonardo opening up the elevator type shit.
I was just going to make that point. I was like, that's why the deaths in The Departed work so well, because they are just so random. I always said that, too. It's tough to do that in fiction, though, especially when you have all this history with these characters.
It just never
To
makes
kill
any
them off
sense,
like that.
though.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
in Battle of the Bastards, when John's running in the front, he's not getting hit with anything, really.
Well, that's why, too, when you look at the lore of Game of Thrones, when you read about the histories of great lords that fought in battles, a lot of them, their lives get cut short because they were in the thick of things and they just died. And that was the end of their time.
You're gonna tell me like one
100
time
arrows.
someone's not coming up behind them and just poking them?
Yeah.
Right.
Unless-
you have to suspend
Unless
some
there's like
of
a
the
rule.
disbelief.
There's like a unwritten rule. If you're fighting, like you don't kill
So say if
the
that
big
happened
guy,
to
only the big
Arya,
guy kills him.
would you guys be disappointed? If
Yeah.
Arya just got plucked in the middle of the battle?
I wouldn't mind.
It's like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon where you're just picking people up and dropping them. just ending their stories.
Yeah,
I guess Egret kind of gets plucked, but that was kind of inevitable. And they stop. They have that moment, but
Egret's pluck is clever, though,
yeah.
because she got herself plucked. She plucked herself. Because you can't just pause in the middle of battle because that boy Ollie is scoping.
Yeah.
He's hard scoping.
No.
I think about that too, Ollie. Yeah, good character. You think he's going to be a white in season 8? Hope not.
That'd be some shit.
What about these other images?
Coming back on snow.
I'm
That's how
back,
snow
boys.
does.
Final scene of the episode. It's a happy ending for the watch. Ollie. The image of Sam. The apocalypse is coming, and Sam's still got that grin on his face.
I love Sam.
Me too.
Always happy.
Really, I'm a big Sam guy.
I think Sam reminds me of me.
In what way are you Sam?
Determined.
The reading?
Determined.
Underdog, usually. I'm the underdog.
You are not an underdog. Why do you keep trying to paint yourself as an underdog?
Because I am an underdog.
I was listening to the Stranger Things review the other day because I love it. I think it's our best review. When you were trying to say that you were a kid that got pushed in the lockers.
Oh my god.
God.
That was the most outrageous thing.
You guys are so annoying.
It's like, yeah, I can
Okay,
relate
you know
to
what?
that.
Now-
Everyone.
You know what? Now I'm gonna pull the pictures up.
Oh, you're going to post it on Twitter?
No, I'm gonna show you guys what I looked like.
Ted, we know what you...
Yeah, we grew
So
up.
what are you saying then? Like, how do you not believe me? I was fat.
Yeah, but you were
you were
bigger
like-
than everyone else, and you were the best athlete in our grade, and you were never getting bullied at one point in your life. Maybe a couple jokes in between friends, but it wasn't like you were getting picked on by a group in school.
Yeah. All right.
We got a picture of Varys here.
I think Devils is my favorite one. I love
Varys survives to the end.
Guys like that have to, though.
I would like to see Varys out there fighting, though. Put a sword in Varys' hand. Tyrion here looking at stuff seriously. Daenerys smiling in this picture. Take some advice, Captain Marvel.
Oh, God.
No, we're
Did Sam leave yet to go to Jon at the end of Game of Thrones season 7?
Yeah, he's in Winterfell.
Okay.
Remember, he was in the
he's
scene
waiting.
with Bran.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Bran told him, right?
And Arya and Jon both at Winterfell. Oh, my heart. It's not going to be able to take that when they embrace each other.
She's going to be...
So evil.
No. I was going to say John, because when he finally meets Bran. Well, not finally.
It was hard seeing like those scenes when like
Did
Bran
he-
was up in that
he didn't
watchtower and Jon was down outside fighting.
Like, he's going to be like...
yeah, you really wanted them to meet so bad.
Go outside.
It's going to be like, oh, hey. It's like, oh, Bran, how you doing? Hi, John. What's wrong with you? I've seen things, John.
That's how it's gonna go down.
You're a Targaryen. Sansa, can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah. All right, Bran, I'll be right back. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? I don't
saw
know,
the
man.
night that you died. You looked beautiful that night.
Fucking creep.
But all these images getting us excited for where's the fucking trailer?
Tomorrow.
I need these images to be put in 24
Yeah, seriously.
back-to-back sequenced motion, the illusion.
I just want to
of
get
movement.
an idea of where it's going. Or just give me some acting. I want
Just going
to. I just want
somewhere.
to see something.
Just a 2-minute talking scene
Yes.
between characters for the first. I would like that too if they took the strategy of Marvel where they only show us footage from the first 2 episodes. Because that's all you need, man. The hype train for this is...
The hype train's moving right now.
I
It's
don't think
cold.
there's a person I know that isn't watching this show. It's
This
gotten that
This thing's
popular.
full steam ahead.
Yeah. It's just all the people that are now catching up, watching it for the first time. I can't wait to see the ratings for these episodes.
It's almost like this big break helped a lot. Like, you got a lot more viewers.
Yeah, no, I think the break helped, yeah. Building hype and getting more viewers. I mean, it was already the biggest show in the world, but now it's...
The biggest show in
What
the world.
what number do you think the finale puts up? So I think the most viewed was like 11 million.
I think it doubles it.
I think it's going to be such an event where people who haven't even watched a show are going to watch the finale. Like, when's the last time a finale, really? I think Breaking Bad, right? That was much must watch.
Yeah, and I think their finale is probably like 6 or 7 million.
No,
so
I think,
ratings were never huge.
I think they had a big number for their finale. Maybe just relative to the show,
I
but
wonder what Netflix did. I wonder what Breaking Bad did on Netflix.
Season 7 finale, probably huge numbers. That's where a lot of people saw Breaking Bad. That's where I saw it.
Yeah, me too.
12 million for the
Jeez.
season 7 finale. So that's their biggest number. You think it could hit 30?
That's
what was The Sopranos? Because that was like the first series that
Well,
people were.
Seinfeld put up a ridiculous number too.
That's network and everyone. That's a
Right,
show
right.
where it's kind of like Modern Family's ending after next season. I'll watch the finale, but I haven't watched Modern Family in the past 2 seasons.
You ready for this Breaking Bad number?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty big.
10.2 million.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a lot, yeah.
They had a 2 million for the final season. A couple of 2 millions. Well, they did the season 5 break, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that made sense for them. Sopranos. 11.9.
It's
That was
fucking,
back in the day, too.
yeah.
So Game of Thrones season 7 is already putting up finale numbers each night. I can't wait to see these numbers.
Some Marvel news, right? We all know that Marvel's acquiring Fox, Disney,
Disney
whatever.
thing.
And they're recasting Wolverine, which we knew. You know, Hugh Jackman did say it was his last time playing the character.
It's going to be Hugh Jackman.
But I think the big question people had were, you know, what are they going to do with properties like Deadpool and stuff like that that are R-rated that Disney usually shies away from? Even though they were, even before this, they were talking about Black Widow being R-rated. So I don't think it's too much. Well, now it's kind of basically confirmed that they will keep the R rating for movies like Deadpool.
That's the way to go.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's like Disney's starting to realize that kids aren't going to see movies anymore. It's more of like this 15, 16, 17 and up. So what's the sense of having like a PG movie, PG-13 movie nowadays? Because most kids' movies now are on Netflix.
Yeah. And real quick, to Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, regardless of what you think of The Last Jedi, on his conference call, what he said was probably the most baller thing I've
He
ever heard
really
in my
said
fucking
that?
life.
What do you say?
That's what I saw a tweet, right?
I thought that was a joke.
Was it a joke?
I don't know if it wasn't a joke. Then
I respect
hell
it
yeah.
so fucking much.
What are you like 1.3 billion?
He just flexed all the fucking numbers on the haters. And
well, that's what you got to do when it's your
Absolutely.
company.
yeah. But
And he's a great boss. If it was real, I hope it was real.
I hope so too. I'm
But
very
R-rated Deadpool.
very gullible. If I read a tweet, it's
Aaron gets
basically
spoofed by Twitter.
all the time. You ever get those like fake Adam
Is that a
Schefter tweets?
Is that
It's
an
like,
episode of Seinfeld? Aaron
fake
gets
a-
spoofed by a
The
Twitter.
fake Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, the Jets just got Tom Brady.
The one that gets me every time is the Donald Trump one.
Yes,
Yeah, me too.
Every single time, because I'm like, oh, that's just,
that's
regular
something
Trump.
Yeah.
But if I don't see the check, I'm like, oh, that was the fake account. They're similar.
But
Well, that's cool that they're going to keep
Yeah.
these movies under the Fox moniker, because it's not just Deadpool and Logan, it's the Alien franchise and the other R-rated properties that they have coming over. So it looks like we're still going to see the dun-da-da, da-da-da-da.
that's half the movie right there.
Exactly. That boosts you up to a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, guaranteed. A lot of people want to see them put that in front of Star Wars again, when Star Wars used to be under Fox. But the most important part about this is that Spider-Man and Deadpool are going to be in a movie together. I don't care about people losing their jobs. I really don't.
I'm sure they will find new jobs anyway.
Yeah, you'll find a new job. I got a job.
figure
Why would
You got
they-
jobs?
We'll figure it out.
Trump's making jobs, right? That's what he's doing.
What's with the jobs? What happened?
Oh, because of the merger that people are losing their jobs.
You still need people
25%
to
losing jobs.
produce and make these movies. I don't know. If there were, who cares? No, that's sad. Actually, I do care.
I care very much.
Yeah. But
They got to keep Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah. I think he made Deadpool.
that makes sense too. Deadpool having the same actor being the only one. Like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? You know, that would make total sense.
Wolverine, they got to get somebody who's 5'5". They
Kit
gotta.
Harington.
Uh,
He is fucking short as fuck.
yeah, but he's 5'8".
Zac Efron. He's short.
Efron. I want 5'5" Wolverine. I want comic book.
The Queen of England. She's 5'5".
Who's a short actor?
'Cause that's all. You see all those 21 Savage.
What's his
memes?
face?
I've seen some funny ones.
Harry
man.
Potter. What the fuck's his name? Daniel Radcliffe? Is he short?
Yeah, but he's a fucking twig.
Hey, you can buff him up.
You know, it's funny. McAvoy would have been good if he wasn't Professor X. He was looking buff and split.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep this in, but no, I won't even say it.
I kind of want to hear
I'll
it.
keep that in though. I don't know. I'd say get an unknown. We've had it for 20 years. We've had the most familiar
But he was
face,
good,
the
though.
biggest movie. Right, but he wasn't. He was an unknown when he got that role.
I guess that.
I can't remember that far back. So
I guess we'll keep that to the bigwigs up in Hollywood. They can figure it out.
All right, we'll keep it to the big wigs.
that should be that's gonna be my response to every story.
Bigwigs.
I'm sure the big wigs will figure it out.
The brains,
Yeah,
big brains, and big wigs. All right, guys want to go to fan questions here?
sure.
All right, this question comes from Elliot Gillies. Hey guys, I'm a friend from the UK and just wanted to show some love. Awesome channel for Game of Thrones, hot takes, and good laughs. Keep up the good work. My question for you is regarding the current season of True Detective with Mahershala Ali. I am glued to its writing and huge performances and wondered if any of you guys have been watching, and if so, do you have any theories yet? Side note, Teddy mixing up actors with supporting legends was a true highlight. Sporting legends. Elliot. You just called Elliot a prick?
I'm just kidding.
I am on episode 4.
They've aired 4.
All right, I'm on episode 3 then.
I'm on episode 2. No, I'm on episode 3 as well.
Yeah,
I just finished season 1.
Classic Teddy.
yeah.
I heard this Sunday's episode with the Super Bowl was the best episode so far of the season.
Really?
So I'm very excited to watch that.
You have to catch up.
So I can't really give any of my theories. I have theories, but I don't have the knowledge of episode 4. But, I mean, there's something going on with this fucking dude's memory, man. And the bomb that they dropped in episode 1 about the girl, about her whereabouts, it's been really great.
Yeah, I feel like people just throw out like, I always do this too. Or if you're watching a movie and one's like, I remember my mom used to do this too when I watch movies with her. Like she would just be like, you know, it would be like or a TV show like Law and Order, like first person they show on the screen, like it's the wife.
That's what when I watch Investigation Discovery, they'll show like a shadow of the guy. I'm like, it's him.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I bet it's the son or whatever. Like they'll just pick a random person that they see on screen. It's like it's definitely them. And if they get it right, then it's like, oh, told you. It's like you had no fucking clue. There's no reason that you had for picking that person. You just saw him on screen and called it out.
That's how you had your bets, man.
Yeah.
I dropped it's 7, it's him in the first episode of season 3. So, oh, it's him. Nope, it's him. But yeah, I can't really make any theories until I see that episode, but the writing, the performances, the story, it looks like it could be on par with season 1. We'll see how it finishes.
I'm going to start. I'm happy I can start season 3 tonight. I don't have to watch season 2.
Yeah, you just skip season 2. This question here from Alexander Vixen. Hello, guys. Longtime listener, watcher, and consumer of all Nerd Soup content. Together with Count the Dings Network, you are my 2 favorite content creators by far. I know Bo has brought up Frank Herbert's novel Dune on several occasions. However, I cannot recall you guys talking about Denis Villeneuve's forthcoming adaptation of the novel. How excited are you guys for this project?
I guess you haven't been listening.
Don't say that. Come on.
Can't
Alex
be that
is
big
good
of a
kid.
fan. I already talked about it.
It's from January 29th.
Oh. It's like a week ago.
Like a week ago.
Yeah.
Answer questions on the show. We're very excited.
Yes.
Like we said, we've mentioned it. The new casting news, Javier Bardem.
Yeah, we missed that one by a day.
That boy Villeneuve is collecting all the Infinity Stones of Hollywood.
Yeah, that's
Just putting
ridiculous,
them in the
man.
Dune gauntlet. Is it my number 1 movie? When is that coming out? It's not this year, right?
No.
Oh, 2020 by far. It's my most anticipated movie for the foreseeable future.
There's a book on that, right?
They're writing a book after the movie.
No, I got to read that book. I want to buy the
novelization of the. You're not gonna read Dune.
No, I want to buy the Audible.
Okay, I can see you listening to Audible. I was reading Dune a couple months ago, and you saw that book. You were like, Jesus, you read that?
That was that book?
Yeah, that big ass.
The one that was like this thick?
It was a brick.
Yeah. You saw it. Where is it?
I have it.
Aaron has it. Aaron has it. He's not reading it.
It's in my car still.
Don't tell me that. You've left that book in your car?
No, I'm joking.
No, it's not. Yeesh. He took a step back, too.
Also, have you guys watched AMC's The Terror?
No.
No.
All right, Alex, thanks. No, Alex, thanks for the question. And he said, thanks a lot, guys, and never forget how much we appreciate your work. You are truly the best.
Nah, we need more of that.
Big ups.
You start with that, Alex. No edits on this podcast. If we were editing, I would have cut that out and been like, oh, thanks, Alex.
I got a message the other day saying how bad I was.
On what?
On the podcast. But then I got a message from someone else saying that he likes me.
Oh, he wins some, you lose some.
Yeah.
I got a message the other day and it was like, Blue Guy is such an arrogant prick and the monkey clearly hates him. I was like, he's a fan.
Yeah.
He watches.
Well, when I read that guy's message, I was like, geez, that's uncalled for. I don't know what I did to you.
No, we get mostly positive. The negative, it keeps us humble.
Oh, yeah, it grounds me. I'll never get high.
Somebody commented the other day on a podcast, it was like more Marissa, less Aaron, and I did the Nerd Soup channel love the comment.
Yeah. I saw that.
Pinned it. This question here from Ilya Johnson.
I
First
may have
off, you
gave it a
guys.
thumbs down.
I feel like
Commented
that
on
was Marissa's
it.
burner account.
Commented on it.
Last podcast with Marissa, a lot of pro Marissa comments.
Yeah.
Had me a little unsure of my position. This question here from Ilya Johnson. First off, you guys are all great, and I love everything you do. I'm not a sports fan, but you make that interesting too. Like the bar there. Do you think that Far From Home is set before Infinity War? The trailer just seemed to be too lighthearted to be after Endgame. If so, do you think it would have been better to wait on the release and move the stories forward after Endgame? It's definitely not set before Infinity War, even though I want it to be.
Yeah.
And they keep saying
Is
that
it
it's
facts,
not.
though, besides what Russo said?
Feige.
Feige.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming from the top. It should have been after. I mean, they should have waited to release this movie in November or next year. There was no rush with Spider-Man. Obviously, you want to keep Tom Holland looking like he's in high school. But he's got a baby face. I don't think he's going to be looking that much older anytime soon. We've talked about this before. It was just, it is what it is. Sony's got to make their money. It's still under the Sony umbrella, so they're not going to wait for Disney. Disney can't really tell them what to do. They could tell them how to make the movie, not when to release it. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well said.
Also, what are your thoughts about Captain Marvel swooping in to save the day in Endgame? Do you think it would have been better to see one of the original Avengers plus Ant-Man figure this out?
Well, we already saw what happened with the original Avengers, so obviously they need someone that's stronger.
They didn't look too hot in Infinity War. I don't mind it.
It just
looks like
it's all going to depend on how they tie it in.
I don't think, and I was talking about this about a month ago. I think it was when we were talking about a video where some guy was complaining that what does it mean? Oh fuck, that was bad. We gotta
no edits. No edits.
You already are gonna edit, so you gotta.
No edits.
You're already changing a rule for you, so don't change it for me. But it was some guy complaining that the reason why he doesn't like Captain Marvel was because she's coming in last second and basically saving the day, and that's the reason why. That's the only reason why. It doesn't make sense storytelling wise. He reiterates it multiple times. That's the only reason.
You
why.
saw the movie, right? That's why.
Yeah, no, he definitely saw it, so that's why I was.
I love women.
Yeah. No, he definitely. Yeah, he was.
I'm
yeah,
big fan of women.
He was
married,
all that,
daughters,
all that. He was really.
Spice Girls' favorite band.
Yes, he was really talking it up. But my response to that was, well, Thanos was only developed for half a movie, really, Infinity War, and Captain Marvel's gonna have a full her own solo movie for development. So that argument kind of falls flat because the villain, the big bad, only had half a movie, and I know he was sprinkled in amongst other movies. But
Thanos had like 10 movies.
Yeah, 2 minutes of total screen time and half of Infinity War.
Yeah.
So Captain Marvel will be getting more screen time than Thanos before Endgame. So that's one. Two, I don't think it's going to be so clear-cut as Captain Marvel coming out of nowhere and beating the shit out of Thanos a la Superman and Steppenwolf at the end of Justice League. I think it'll be collaborative effort again, but she kind of puts him over the top. If they had a 90% chance of beating Thanos, because Thor almost does it, he just had to aim for the fucking head. So they're very close, It's not like that they had no fucking shot. They probably could have gotten him if they had a different plan or if, Thor can aim better. So I think it's not going to be a case where Captain Marvel comes in, like I said, and she's just absolutely ragdolls him and saves the day at the last second. It's going to be collaborative effort again.
I hope it's that.
That'd be so cheesy.
I hope it's Captain Marvel
I'd
comes
hate
in posing like the feminist poster where she's flexing. She's got a Hillary 2020 badge on her chest just to fucking spite everybody.
Yeah.
And it's not Brie Larson, it's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Just every fucking thing.
That's another one, and I already can see the comments because people.
No star, just
people already yelled at us
SJW on her chest.
People have been yelling at us lately in the comments. I don't know why. We just talk. Yeah, it's everyone's like, oh, they're trying to force like SJW values down our throat. It's like, dog, this is the first female-led movie in 20 films in 10 years of Marvel. They're really forcing it down our throats. Yeah. Wow, this one movie, I can't breathe. The feminists are taking over.
Do you guys think that the way they win is going to be the core Avengers, or are they going to redo everything and then beat them?
Yeah, like
an
you
idea.
said.
Do you think it's going to be like the guys who are still alive are going to end up winning, or is it going to be like a redoing of what Thanos did?
Going back to his question, if I would like to see my ideal situation would be fucking Captain America with that shield strapped up, and picking up that fucking hammer, and even though he does, the hammer will come back.
He nudges
somehow.
it. He gets it.
Oh no, but the hammer's destroyed. But they'll probably figure that out.
It's got to be the big three too, though.
No, he picks up that fucking hammer. Thor's beaten up. He can't even move. Iron Man is malfunctioning. He's doing his robot thing. Everyone's shocked. Down. Captain Marvel's down. Hulk is Bruce Banner because he got his ass kicked so much again. And it's just Thanos. He's I don't know. What is he doing? He's dancing. He's Fortnite.
Right.
He's hitting that shit. And Captain America got that shield. The hammer's on the ground. Last ditch effort, picks it up and just starts fucking whacking him. And then,
fucking bludgeoning him.
Just fucking beating.
Whack-a-mole.
Get real fucking, real
then
fucking bloody too, like rated R type gruesome shit. Just fucking.
He's cursing at him,
beating his fucking face to a pulp.
They gotta hold him back.
Yeah,
Cat man, you're going crazy, man. All right, this question. Thank you. She says, thanks. Leah Johnson. I was named after a Star Trek character. If you want to know how to pronounce Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the best Star Trek movie. This question here from Dylan Murphy. Hey guys, been listening for a few months now. Do you think that the Western genre is dead? Big fan of the channel.
Western genre.
Well,
it's dead in the sense that
like,
just Western films in general.
It's not the main focus, right? I feel
Am I overthinking this?
Yes.
He's not talking about Westworld.
No, well, I'm like Western, like
the card. Don't play with it.
No.
It's obviously not to the point it used to be, right?
No,
when that was like probably the main genre of film at one point.
Yeah, and a couple of years ago, Spielberg said that superhero films are the new Westerns.
Ooh.
And that eventually they're going to go that way.
Oh, okay.
Fistful of Dollars.
I still do love the occasional Western.
Miller.
I'm always on board, even if it's not, because some of my favorite movies, I think I watched, Young Bloods a million times growing up. I think I watched Tombstone, and that was like that. I fucking watched that VHS countless times. Not Young Guns. What's Young Bloods?
Isn't there a Denzel movie when he has the Bible?
The Book of Eli?
Yeah.
Is that a Western? No, that's not a Western.
No?
I don't know.
Looks like it.
I've never seen it.
Mad Max a Western?
Kind of.
Let me restart
Kind
that.
of in a way, yeah. It's like a post-apocalyptic.
Oh, yeah,
No, it's not a
Young
Western.
Let me redo that.
You're going to redo the whole... No edits.
That's embarrassing. You're already editing your
I said
smile.
no edits.
You're already re-editing a couple of your jokes you made.
What jokes that I made that are getting edited out?
I don't want to say it now.
The Hillary Clinton one?
No.
The Hitler joke?
You made a Hitler
Oh,
joke?
no. It was
Yeah.
the Kevin Spacey joke.
Yes.
You made a Kevin Spacey joke?
You are the worst. Unforgiven's a good Western. But the genre is dead in the sense that, yeah, you're only going to see one Western every couple of years, maybe two, if Tarantino's got a movie coming out. It's funny because he made back-to-back Westerns, and my brother-in-law was like, what is he, obsessed with Westerns now?
Is Hateful Eight a Western?
Yeah, definitely. Can you stop playing with that card?
Okay, I didn't know I had it.
You're bad. No edits.
Is that the last Western movie? Hateful Eight?
Well, no. What was the one a couple of years ago?
There's one just recently with Buster Scruggs. That's kind of a
Buster Scruggs.
and the one the sister's brother.
Sisters, Brothers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a few every year. The one with Christian Bale.
Hostiles. I'll show you Hostile.
There's always a few, but it's not. None of them I don't think have been critically well received to the extent as they used to be.
Hell or High Water was probably the best one over the last couple of years. And Hateful Eight was great, too.
Well, all those, even all of Sheridan's films that he writes or directs have that, even if it's not inherent like a traditional Western, like Hell or High Water is a more modern take, obviously, and even Sicario and Wind River, they have that, still have that feel, even though it's fucking in the snow and there's blizzards going on. It still feels very Western, like it's taking place in the fucking desert. And I think he's so good at writing fucking screenplays. I don't think I've ever seen a film that he directed or wrote that I didn't like.
Yeah, he's
Who's
a
this?
fantastic writer.
What?
Who is this?
Taylor Sheridan?
That's Silence by Teddy.
Yeah.
No edits. Hey guys, really enjoying the podcast. This question is from Killer R Diesel. I listen to you guys like every day. First question is for Bo, and the others are for everyone else. What are your top 5 Ariana Grande songs? Thank You Next. That's the only one I know. Good kid though. She's got a future in this music biz. This second question for all of you guys. Have you guys watched the movie Pineapple Express? If you guys have, what are your thoughts? If not, I think you guys would enjoy it. I love Pineapple Express.
Yeah, it's funny as shit.
One of my favorite comedies.
Pineapple Express?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I like it.
No edits.
No.
In season 8 of Game of Thrones, who are the people you think are going to die? Are there any that you would want to die?
I kind of want John to die just because he's just like so mainstream. You know, you want like the lead guy to die.
You're hating on John. You want to see his
Not
downfall?
hating on him, but
You're like a
it's just
radical hipster.
He's just
So mainstream. I want you to fucking die.
No, but you know what I mean. He's just like the guy you wouldn't expect to die.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think Cersei's toast. I think Jaime's toast. I think either Jon or Daenerys pick one, and I think Arya is probably going to die. Who do I want? I don't want anyone to die. You know? But probably Cersei, Jaime, and Arya. Because I don't like, not because I hate them, but I think the way their story plays out, I think it's a fitting end, and it will make sense given the story we've been told for the past 10 years.
Yeah, and we're going to make our Season 8 prediction videos, and I think one of the videos is going to be just the odds that we think certain characters, whether they're going to survive or die. One character that I keep saying that I think is going to die, I don't want her to die, is Arya. But the Stark children, it's very interesting to guess which ones are going to survive and die. Who do I want to die? I would like to see Cersei die. I think she's done, even though I love her. Yeah, she's your favorite character. She's also one of my favorite characters. She's one of the most brilliant characters on the show. For all the things that she has done,
She's done
she
enough.
fucking deserves to die. And like people always say that anybody can die in Game of Thrones. It gets to a point where you've done so much fucked up shit that somebody's going to put a fucking arrow through your throat.
It's crazy that she went this long without being put down.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of luck, it's a lot of skill, but she's that main character in the middle of the battle, swerving and maneuvering and not dying. That's essentially what she's been doing for 7 seasons. So I would like to see her die. I think that's a fitting end for that character. Get the fuck out of here. All right, that's it.
I'd like to see you die. How about that?
Jesus.
I'm on board with that too. I hope I die at the end of season 8.
That would be be a fitting end, right?
Right? For the Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
one of us die.
I'm gonna kill both of you in bowling, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm gonna say he's gonna kill all of us and take over the channel.
I don't know if I can't do that.
Who would you bring in? Who would be your number 2?
You can kill
Maybe
us, but you
Nash.
can't take over the. But wouldn't you kill Nash?
No. I'd probably take on Nash and John.
No, Marissa. She's out of a job, huh?
I don't have Marissa's number.
It's out of a life. Yeah.
We'll see her at the funeral.
A fan question last week about who would you save in the lava if all the Nerd Soup people were in the lava, and I said you.
No, you picked
Did
Stu.
you really?
You picked Stu.
I said you first.
But then he's like, "Oh, Stu's in there. Oh, Stu." I picked you.
Did you really?
Yeah, I picked you.
What? It was a question for both of you guys.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
It was like side
if
characters.
you have
Who
to
would
save everyone else, and everyone else in Nerd Soup is in the lava, who you saving? I picked you, albeit it was because I wanted to see how ungrateful you would be after I did it, or what you would complain about. It's like, what the fuck? You could have come. I've lost half a leg. Couldn't have come 5 minutes earlier.
I would.
That would have been funny to me. But I still picked you nonetheless. So you're
And
welcome.
just like Ted would be complaining about, why are you pulling my arm so hard?
Yeah.
Um,
I think Teddy would
I
do
want a grateful
the.
fuck.
He would pull you in and use you as leverage to get out.
Yank you
climbing
in.
over your body.
Oh, what I wanted to say earlier. I got my CDL license.
What's
I
that?
passed my road test. I can drive trucks.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
The Nerd Soup van coming to a town near you.
No, well, the big news is I can leave my job
Oh.
and get a new job, a normal one.
So no more waking up at the crack of crack.
Yeah, the ass crack of dawn.
Congratulations. I'm honestly, I can't even say that I'm happy for you because I didn't know you were doing this, but it's such a surprise.
Oh, I failed once already.
So let me process.